It's live. We live, man. I'm here with the man, the myth, the legend, my man, Mr. Hocus 45, Soundview, Castle Hill. Stand up.
What's good,
Talk to
bro?
the people, bro.
What's good, bro? We in the building. What's the word?
Man, first of all, I want to say HBO, man, Harlem Bronx only, because I'm from Harlem. I know where you from, though.
HBO.
Right, right, right. Yo, so tell us about the new projects that you've been putting out there, man. Like who you working with on the flyer. We see you got you kind of collab or shoulder to shoulder with DMX. Like tell us about that, man.
Yeah, I got like 4 or 5 songs. I don't hold on. I got 5 songs exactly that I did with X before he died, and we never got a chance to release them. Well, one was released, the New York remix, Swiss Beats, Styles P, and Peter Guns on that joint. That joint is actually out on all platforms. Y'all go check that out. And I got a few unreleased joints with him, that I'm gonna be dropping soon. I'm just making sure everything is right. You know what I mean? And it definitely
Right,
wanted to give his album some breathing room. Out of respect. Yeah, but I
right.
got some joints I'm gonna be dropping. Like, that's my big bro. Rest.
Somebody must have called you.
Nah. I was here. Nah,
No,
I couldn't
uh,
hear you. I don't know
you
if
can
it's
hear
a
me now.
connection. Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so I see you got I see you got a new joint coming out. Kind of Harlemish because you're doing it with Web Star. Tell us about that, man.
I mean, it's New Yorkish. It ain't Harlemish. It's just Web Stars on the joint. I'm a Bronx nigga on the joint, so it's New York joint called Hands High. Had the dance challenge, had the rap challenge going, and mind you, I'm the first person to do that. So when you see these other labels and other rappers try to market their song like that, remember, I'm the only one who did a. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's called Hands High. I just dropped the video. Make sure I go check that out. It's on YouTube.
Yo, Bleeder Ghost said that to tell you whenever you ready to collab, she ready on some Bronx shit. She ready to work with you or whatever.
Who said that?
Bleeder Ghost. She
Uh,
she was like one of the females that did your challenge or whatever. You posted her or whatever.
oh, okay. Well, shit. I'm here. Hit me DM. Let's work, man. I'm always willing to work. Especially for my Bronx people. I lend my
Right,
platform to the BX because I know how it is to not have one or to not have a big platform and niggas don't reach back. So till I said hit me in the DM and we could make it happen.
right. Um, I see that you're doing things outside of music. Um, tell us about some of the ventures that you have going on outside of music.
What I got going on? Right now I'm a part of an organization called Guns Down Life Up. Based out here in the Bronx, and basically, the main mission is to take preventative measures and to stopping gun violence. We know we can't stop everything, but we can interrupt. We can interrupt it and slow it down, and maybe convince some people to not drill. When there's kids out here and there's women out here. Our goal is to really just take preventative measures because we know some things are just too deep rooted that you ain't gonna be able to stop everything. And also, we offer programs for the youth that's coming up, so they could do other things. So they ain't gotta be that like for the youth that ain't even joined the gang yet. Like we trying to catch him there. We also respond to gunshot, assault, and stab wound victims, and we catch them as soon as they come into the hospital. Once the doctor says it's all right to go in, we talk to them even before the police come. And we don't work with police at all. We don't give police information, and it's not on no street shit, but it's just on some real shit because this even comes from the top. Like this is government funded. You cannot be a rat and be a part of this organization because people is not going to even respect. So that comes from the top. Like they even understand that, know that. Like you can't be, we don't hire people like that. So we don't just so y'all can know, like, Guns Down, Life Up is about hollering at the people, not dealing with police. And
Right.
you know, on another note, on a health tip note, I sell Seymour's, I sell elderberry, I sell other health detox products, and you know, I'm also in that, heavy in that field and give people health information, you know, and healing their ailments or whatever. So that's what I really got going on
Right.
right now, outside of music.
Yo, you know
And
what's crazy? So
I also manage an artist named Mulani. I don't want to let that go by. I also manage, you know, her. She's dope. She's coming up. She's from Ohio. She played the violin to sing. She's dope. Yeah, bro. Go ahead. My bad.
no, that's no problem, man. You know, we about to get in your business. Oh, but I want to commend you or whatever. Not that you need the pat on the back, but because at the end of the day, generally, I'm an ex gang member or whatever, ex big homie or whatever. I was the big comrade for a year or so. I was in the midst of everything that was going on. You hear these different stories and try to figure out how you make a positive influence. You feel me? And and even in the midst of what you have going on, still being active, but still trying to, you know, platform yourself in so many different spectrums of life, you still out here trying to make a difference, right? And that's what's most important, like making a difference. There's a lot of dudes out here saying that they big homies or OGs and they don't have nothing for the youth. You feel me? Except bad advice and a gun. And like I just want to commend you for taking a different approach because you and I once was them. You feel me?
Right.
Like lost, looking for guidance and different things of that nature. So I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to commend you for that, man. That's real important. Going to the essence. Um, how soon before your album or EP be dropping though? Let's get back to you.
Well, I'm actually working on it right now. I'm working on a few things. And I'll kind of put the EP on hold to work on these things. But I would say by at least by the end of the summer, I'm trying to come out with a classic, and I think it's gonna be, it's gonna be more me sharing my story from a different perspective. Y'all gonna have to just hear the music, you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm repping Guns Down, Life Up, but you know, I can still, you can still do that and rep your story, what life, the shit that you've been through. You know what I mean? Because I see somebody in my comment
Right.
earlier about you a hypocrite, you still trendy, you doing this, you doing that. Like they were talking, man, they blaming me and Shooter, shout out to Shooter. They blaming me and Shooter for the violence that's going on. I'm like, yo, shut up, man. Y'all sound corny and stupid. I mean, like, you know, we can say whatever the fuck we want in our music. Snoop Dogg got so many programs helping the youth. He's still cripping in his music, ain't he? You know what I mean? So like when
Right.
these celebrities do it, that y'all suck them off and don't say nothing about them. But as soon as a real nigga that been through the mud start talking about his life and it, on the come up, we can't do it and do something positive at the same time. Get the fuck out of here. Like nobody gonna tell me what I can and what I can't do. Nobody. So end of the day, yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out end of the summer, bro. I feel it's gonna be a classic.
Well, I just put together a song or whatever, and I'm hoping that I could get you on it. It's more of a gospel feel. I don't know how deep you are into Jesus. You know, I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. So that's one of the approaches that I'm taking on this next song that I just wrote. I'm not a I'm not a rapper. I'm not an artist. I just write music. But I got a female artist that you know I want y'all to collab on something. I hope that that's possible.
Well, no, it's definitely possible, bro. The only thing I will say is that, you know, I respect everybody beliefs and religions. You know, I'm not a follower of the Bible and Jesus though. Just be honest. So like, you know, I know once we hear the song, I don't know. You know, I'm versatile with it, but I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta hear the song and I write to it. I'll let you hear what I say. I don't know what I would say yet, but I'm just not. You know what I mean? I'm not really a follower of that per se. But if we could do the song still, you know what I'm saying? I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's get
Um,
the
um. So how many Bronx artists do you really deal with on this particular project?
Well, on this particular project, I'm really doing it dolo. Like I want to do it dolo. If I need somebody to sing a hook or something, obviously I don't sing, so I'll probably get somebody to do that. But this project gonna be all me. It's just gonna be Hocus 45th. No features. I'm not reaching out to nobody. I don't need nobody for this. I'm telling my story. If it just so happens somebody land on it and the feel is right, then cool. Then you know what I mean. But I'm for this project, it's gonna be all me.
Right. That's fire. You want to come up, but you taking the J. Cole approach, no features, going triple platinum or whatnot. That's important.
Right. Right. So yeah, I want this to be more about me, and I want them to hear me talk. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
unless you might hear people on the hook, but like verses, you gonna hear me all the time. It's me, really.
right. How long have you been rapping at, and who are some of your influences when it comes to rapping?
One more time.
I said, how long have you been rapping, and who are some of your influences coming up
Uh,
as far as rap?
oh shit, I've been rapping since I was like 14. You know what I mean? When I wrote my first rap. I started taking it serious at like around the age of 21 when I started this rap group called King of the Castle with my brother S1 and Ty Skrilla and One Man Gang and Remo the Rap Star. You know, it was a group.
Shout
It was
out to
a group.
S1 and everybody else that was on that particular joint, man.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's when we started taking it serious, and we was garnishing a neighborhood buzz. You know what I mean? So and some of my influence is, I'm '90s baby, bro. So I gotta go with the Loxes and the Cam'rons and uh, I gotta go with Biggie, Pac, Tupac really. When it comes to Tupac, people like Tupac and DMX is the two most like I felt them. You know what I'm saying? And 50 Cent also. When 50 dropped, like I felt 50. So yeah.
It's crazy because Pac, one of the things that you're doing right now, just taking an approach to, getting involved with the guns down, life up, different things of that nature, is like you reincarnating Pac and so in certain aspects because he's a revolutionist that because he came from a Black Panther family, you know what I'm saying? He illustrated a certain conduct outside of when he wasn't in character, you feel me? Like when he was just himself, it was like he was somebody different. But when he was thug like Tupac, you know what I'm saying? Everybody misunderstood him.
Yo, bro, that my the first song I ever hold on a second, the ambulance, come on. Oh no, we good. So the first song I ever fell in love with was a hip hop song, was a song called Trap by Tupac. That's the first time I ever wrote down somebody else's lyrics so I can remember. Back in the day we used to do that. Write down their lyrics so we could and a song called Trap that he's rapping about being trapped in his prison of seclusion, like being trapped in the hood. You know what I mean? And he talking about police brutality. Mind you, I was 9 years old when that song came out. Why the fuck did I love it so much? I don't know. I just felt that shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm a Tupac baby, bro. So it's only right. Like so you can see the influence and the reflection. You know what I mean?
Right. Um
Right.
I just saw a comment that said, can we hear hands high?
Uh, I mean I'm outside, so I can't play it right now.
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah.
If it's on YouTube, my brother, knowledgeborn, he could put it up there, whatever, to give us about a 3 minute intermission, whatever duration of time the song is, it'll be played right now. He'll play it. So, you know, hopefully he listening. He'll do it. But in the meantime, um, do you remember the song by Styles P? I'm Black.
Yeah.
Um, what do you think the effect of what he was saying in that song was for us in the hood?
And what's that? Well, he was. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know, I don't identify with the color black, but we can use it so we can reference and know what we talking about. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think, you know, I think he was just trying to uplift his people, pretty much. You know, at a time where it wasn't. At a time where it's exited hip hop, it wasn't really here like that. Like, you know what I mean? You know, Styles P always been a positive brother too. That's my bro too. I fuck with Styles. That's my bro. Like,
I like him a lot.
Yeah, we both, and we click.
Like,
you know, we click. I got a few songs with him, and we definitely click because, you know, like he a vegan, I'm a vegan. You know what I mean? We get up and we having like build the conversation. Like we talk about a lot of real shit. So,
how long you been a vegan? I just stopped being a vegan about 2015 because I was doing a bid and I couldn't ask nobody to send me no food. But I was a vegan for a year and a half.
A full-fledged vegan 8 years. I haven't eaten like real meat like chicken, beef, or anything other than that. Like 12 years since like 2009. But 8 years full-fledged.
Do you feel like it's a healthier diet?
For me, it is. I feel like for me, you know, I be changing my perception on a lot of things because you know, everybody got different blood types, different body types. You know, whatever you feel like is good for you is good for you. I don't judge nobody. Eat what the fuck you want. Like, I don't want to eat it. I really don't. Yeah, I really don't care what other people put in their body. I'm not one of those vegans who's like, yo, you should. I might joke around with my friends and shit. Like, we fuck around and joke around and shit. But I really, you know, I don't harass people. I think, you know, right. Try to judge people for doing, you know what I'm saying? And then if you come at me for advice, I'm going to give you my real advice. That's different, but do I think it's a healthier diet? I mean, for me it is.
Right. Yo, Knowledge, go ahead, drop that. He about to play this song right now, bro.
All right, bro. Mute the mic.
Y'all already know what this is. Hocus 45th and the DJ Star.
Gangsters, if you with me, then throw up your gang signs. Ladies, if you with me, then wave your hands high. 2 guns blazing, raising to the sky, screaming, can't nobody gang bang like mine. 4 fever, hotter than the cold fever. Made millions selling dope, cause I would mix it with Bonita. In the kitchen like a chemist, I would whip it till it's hard. Selling drugs was bad to y'all, to me, this was a gift from God. We was broke, we ain't have it, it was us against the law. They would treat us like a savage, hands up against the wall. No food in my cabinet, mattress on the floor. Boy, started clapping, I was tapping jaws. It was me, Nub, and Dio. We was getting free though, before the feds came and hit the set with the Rico. They was hating hard, they ain't wanna see me blow. Now I'm taking off, they all trying to be amigo. Shake it off, you know I shake it off, mommy. Take it off, yeah, mommy, take it off. Just pulled up, but I don't plan on staying long. You know it, trying to so hurry up and take it long. Gangsters, if you with me, then throw up your gang signs. Ladies, if you with me, then wave your hands high. 2 guns blazing, raising to the sky, screaming, can't nobody gang bang like mine. If you with me, then throw up your gang signs. Ladies, if you with me, then wave your hands high. 2 guns blazing, raising to the sky, screaming, can't nobody gang bang like mine. I'm a gangster, I don't dance, but I could boogie. Got away with a couple crimes, thank God for my hoodie. If for 2 things, I hate a bully. Man, I swear I'm not a killer, but a dead nigga push me. Been the hottest in my city, everybody overlooked me. Remember, they ain't want me, now they all trying to throw the cookie. No food in my fridge, swear to God, I was hungry. Died for this shit, I worked hard for this money, huh? Me and P.I., we was moving P.I. Before all the glory, before Paulie turned to C.I. Every day scoring, I was balling like I'm Dion. Boy snatched him up, he started telling all the B.I. 4 years on Rikers Island, got acquitted. Sued the city, gave me couple $100,000. Now I'm chilling, I ain't kidding. If I'm lying, then I'm dying, but I'm living. Told the judge not guilty, I was lying cause I did it. Dang, but I changed, I even turned vegan. Now I avoid all the problems, no drama, no beefing. And for the first time in my life, I paid taxes. S-double-F, you know the gang stay active. Gangsters, if you with me, then throw up your gang signs. Ladies, if you with me, then wave your hands high. 2 guns blazing, raising to the sky, screaming, can't nobody gang bang like mine. If you with me, then throw up your gang signs. Ladies, if you with me, then wave your hands high. Guns blazing, raising to the sky, screaming, can't nobody gang bang like mine.
Y'all already know what this is. BX Harlem Hocus 45th and the DJ Star.
Hands high, hands high. Yo, that joint was tough, man. Shout
Good
out to
looking, bro.
Web Star, man. Shout out to Hocus, man. 4-5, we in the building.
That's a fact.
Yo, how did you like what was the idea, the thought process behind coming up with that song?
Webb hit me up one day. Yeah, he hit me up one day and was like, "Yo, bro, I got a joint for it. I think you'll like it. I think you'll love it." And he sent me that. Now you know that sample was from that Jay-Z. What the fuck you gonna
Right.
do
Yeah, I
with me?
know.
That was my shit.
Dom
So,
yeah, throw the diamonds up in the sky.
yeah, so that sample was from there. So I was like, "Oh hell yeah, this is fire." You know, I don't know. He was like, "Yo, I want you to be you on the record. I want you to be Hocus, but have fun with it." And that's what I did. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, you know what I like about you? Even being from the streets, you got club ready songs, right? Like even the roll call song was being played in the club. You feel me? Like I promote parties, so like I was in the garage, I was in Ackery Cafe, I was in the living room lounge, and Smooth Ski and DJ Self and all these different DJs was would come up to the spots and actually play roll call, and people would really be dancing like, and some people actually knew what it was, right? Like, because of what the lifestyle is. But then some people just dance to it because they, the beat was right. They didn't understand the concept of what you was really saying. You feel
Right.
me? But you make a lot of club ready songs, even in an era where violence is at a super all time high in New York. Not just with the street dudes, but the police brutality is up. So to still be able to have concept and party music in this time is incredible. Like it shows your artistry.
Good looking, bro. I'm one of the people who like I don't dance, but I like those type of beats, like you know what I mean. So when I hear
Yeah,
them, they inspire me, and I took a page kind of out of Jay-Z book, right? Actually, that book he wrote, Decoded. I remember when I was locked up, I read it, and he basically said, in a nutshell, I'm paraphrasing. He was like, "Yo," because he was talking about the song "New York, New York," and they would ask him like, "Yo, why was that song like? You talking some street ish on there, but that was his biggest song to this day. They don't even know that New York is Jay-Z's biggest song, has Big Pimpin' and all that." And he was like, "Yo, I take these beats and I talk my ish on there, like you know what I mean." So I just like I do the same thing, like these beats that you can bounce to it, but you gotta just people want to hear you talk that shit, but just
right.
to them bouncy
Yeah,
beats.
it's
That's just
it's
my
unique that
niche.
it's unique that you say that, because generally a person that hear a beat, like I hear a beat, and I might hear something different,
Right,
and I start writing to it according to what I hear, and not what my audience is gonna expect. You feel
right,
me? And that's pretty much what you saying in a nutshell. Like when I hear a beat, I hear it and I feel it according to what I want the people to hear,
Where I want the
not
people to hear.
not what they expect to hear.
Right,
So it becomes transformative based on what you dish out.
right, right. It's just that roll call just felt like it just. I mean, it's funny because it just felt like a roll. When I be, I'm like, it felt like a roll call. Like, hold on, bounce on it. We gotta dance. The homies gotta get crazy to this. Like, have fun at the same time. And that song still get played in the club. Like every day somebody's tagging me with that song in the club somewhere. Every single day. And
Right.
I'm happy that I'm able to make a song like that. Like, that's gonna be a song in New York clubs that's gonna get played probably for a long time. You know what I mean?
I mean,
It's
hands high is gonna get played in the clubs for a long time,
right, right,
right? Like that's Harlem and Bronx. Like you know what I'm saying? He said Bronx first and then Harlem because he was the main artist, but he's from Harlem. So it's like, you know what I'm
right,
saying? You represent the best of both worlds in the song pretty much, because of the dancing and because of what you was dishing out as far as you as a Bronx person, as a
right.
Bronx mobile. Um, this part of the show is important to me because my show is on Do the Knowledge Radio. So I pretty much try to do the knowledge, and I like to do Q&A. You can ask me anything you want. I ask you anything I want. Having nothing, if I might ask you something still having to do with music, may not have to do with music, may have something to do with you personally, but I just like to get into that if you don't mind or
All right, we can
whatever.
do that.
All right, so my first question to you is, and we're gonna go back and forth. So after you answer me, you can ask me. My first question to you is: at one point, I remember uh, when you was blood, you had to know your revolutionary history, right? You had to know your revolutionary history to be blood, right? At one point, do you feel
Right.
like the purpose behind that was so that it wouldn't be the way it is right now, so watered down?
Right. But
That's a question. I want you to answer it.
okay. Yeah, because I mean, if you don't know your history, you don't know where you're going. If you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you
Right,
or where it started, what the mission was about. And you just out here running blind, like you just doing what you want, and it's not the same. It's not, you need to know why people did this. Why what happened, what made people join together. It was a revolutionary thing. So this what the main mission was, for us to not kill each other. Like, and now that's what all we doing. I mean, you got
right,
more blood gangs that beef for blood. It's like it's all over the place now. It's like it doesn't even you don't even niggas don't even shoot 31s no more to get blooded in. Like, it's it's just you down. Here's a pistol. You a shooter. You a shooter on wax. You told somebody suck your dick, so you tough, and now you down. Bro,
right,
like, I ain't here to judge you. I'm really here to help fix the youth and try to help make a change, and give my life testimony, and hopefully that could be like, I see this guy went through this. Because one thing that they don't know what's waiting for them is that jail cell, and that shit is not fun. Anybody who
that's a
been there tell
fact.
you that shit is not fun. Not knowing if you're coming home, not knowing if you're going to get 20, 25, 10, 15. And sitting there for years at that, losing everything. You calling home, your man's talking about, yo, I seen your baby moms with this nigga. You lose your car, you lose your money, you know what I mean? It's just a fucked up feeling, man. And, you know, that's not what it's about. But that's where everybody is headed. And that's not where everybody headed. That's the direction that most is headed in right now, because they don't understand their history. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I'm
Right.
good with what you're trying to say.
Ask away, man. I'm here.
Um, shit. So when did you decide to give your life to Christ?
So I um I did it in 2010, March 17th. I was in prison, and I had went to the box, and every day for the first week of being in the box, I dreamt about dying, and the only thing that was in the cell with me was the Bible. So I started reading the Bible, and I got to a particular place in the beginning of the Bible, Genesis 41, where Joseph, the dream teller, was in prison, and he was interpreting dreams. And what came from me learning, it made me want to read the Bible more, but it made me understand that if I didn't change my life from the different things that I was doing, the different courses of things that I was doing, um, that one of those 7 ways that I dreamt about dying for those 7 days, because you only get one real death. You know what I'm saying? That's the physical one. Um, but one of those 7 different ways that I die will be one of the ways that I would die if I didn't change my life in some type of way, shape, or form. So I was kind of one foot in, 1 foot out. I still continued on being a gang member, still came home and juked and sold drugs and different things of that nature. But I still went to church, and I still, did those different things or whatever. And then, I went back. I ended up back in jail, and I read the Bible totally multiple times to gain the understanding that no one else could give me but God Himself. And I'm just I'm glad at this particular moment that I made the best decision of my life in that, and just, you know what I'm saying, having something to have faith in or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So I tell people all the time, man. Whatever's making you, whatever's benefiting you, man, in this spiritual, in this physical realm that we dwell in. You know what I mean? So, if that's what's helping you, I tilt my hat to you. I salute you. I'm with my cousin right now. This is Mr. Jesus right here. So
I'm so proud of you, my brother. God chose you. Listen, you didn't choose him. He chose you. You could look
right.
You could look at it any way you want to look at it, but everybody ain't chosen. That's why he only chose Noah's family, a small remnant, and he destroyed everybody on the earth. So he showed you right there, just a small remnant.
I got to hear this shit all day anyway. Like this.
No, listen, be at the end. He ain't gonna play. He's not gonna play with nothing. So if he chose you, really seek him. It's hard. Look. I see you every day. You see me. It's hard, but we gotta make a choice. We gotta rip ourselves, boy.
So, no, you're right. Now, one of the funniest things about you being a vegan is that that's in the Bible. It's in the Bible that being a vegan, it doesn't actually say vegan, but being a vegan is in the Bible.
I didn't know that at all.
Wow. If you read, I think it's Genesis 2. It says there was a tree for everything. One was good for the sight, and one was good for food, for nutrients.
Okay. All right. Learn something new every day.
My next question to you is, it pertains to the COVID, right? So you got these different people talking about the COVID, making it seem like it's the worst thing ever. Atlanta never shut down at all. Their numbers was never as high as the ones in New York, but they sitting here saying something about a vaccine. How do you feel about people getting vaccinated?
I mean, to each his own. Like I'm a believer in. It's kind of like I was saying with the vegan shit earlier. Like I'm a believer in freedom, right? Especially medical freedom, because if there was a diabolical plan, if somebody was to go on a stage, let's just say the stage is called TED Talk, and they say that they want to depopulate the world, and the way they're going to do it with vaccines, I mean, I'm going to pay that some mind. And so if there was a diabolical plan, now they actually have a way to vaccinate the whole world, and they're trying to do it, I'm going to believe them. And somebody actually said that. So at the end of the day, if you want to take it, and that's what you want to do, you choose to do, good luck and power to you. But I still think you should be on the fight of freedom. Like, you should still be on the side of freedom, especially medical freedom. You know what I mean? It's my body. Like, you can't tell me what to put in my body. If I don't want it, that's it. Well, I'd rather die with it than, you know what I mean? Because it's a hoax to me anyway. There's nothing out here killing nobody. I don't care. Like, people can believe that if they want. I don't. So there's nothing out here. There's no boogeyman out here that's wiping people out. They lied about all the numbers. Everybody, 95% of people on ventilators died. What does that tell you? The ventilators. It's simple science. So before you ask
your question or whatever, I want to say this real quick. So Styles P said that what made him start doing the bartenders thing, working out all crazy, was that he actually had the COVID back in 2008, and he beat it, and there was no vaccine. And then 12 years later, it's this vaccine, and the numbers are just crazy. But he said he had it in 2008, and it made him work out.
How he had COVID? Well, he had a bad flu. I mean,
I'm just saying that this is what he said, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not him, so I can't.
No, I know. I'm just saying that, where has the flu gone? The flu is non-existent now. The flu killed 45,000 people a year, right? Something like that. Probably a little more than that. I think the number is way more than that. I'm bugging. But now, last year the flu killed nobody. Go look at that. Look at this. Their numbers, not mine. I didn't make this up. This is the numbers that they give us. So, like, come on, man.
I mean,
my man raised no fool, man. So
the biggest problem with that is that even natural deaths wasn't listed, right? They attached every death to the COVID victims so that they can keep the numbers up.
So they can keep the numbers obvious.
And before you, you've never watched my show. So before you ever came on the show, I told people this. I said they say that a person dies every 15 seconds. That's 4 people a minute, right? And that's 240 people an hour. And that's 5,760 people in a day. And 172,800 people in a month. They added all of these natural causes, heart attacks, flu. They added every single death to the COVID to install a certain level of fear and control within our communities.
No, you 1,000,000% right, and it's like everybody just fell for the hoax. I'm like, damn, y'all ain't not even gonna question this.
You got to use a different word because your name Hocus. You don't want people to think that you say they fell for the Hocus. You know what I'm saying?
You need to fall for the Hocus because Hocus ain't with it. Hocus ain't getting it.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna have to actually pin me down and you know, and then even then I'm gonna give them put up a fight. So
right.
Yeah, if that's what y'all want to do, much power to y'all. You know what I mean? But still stand with us on the side of freedom. That's all I ask.
I ask you a question, bro.
Oh man, see, I don't really know that because I never seen the show like that.
Bro, you can ask me anything that you want. I don't care what it is. If I can't answer it, I'm gonna tell you I don't know, and I'm gonna ask you a question. But generally, I'm kind of intelligent. I would like to believe. Like,
let me see, bro. Damn, I don't even know what to ask you, bro. Cause
I'll ask you another question to give you time to think of one to ask me.
All right.
Do you feel like because of all this drill music and these video games, do you feel like this is the reason why the youth is out here perpetrating the character that they see in videos or the character that they want to be in these video games?
Yes. Yes. Yo, bro, these niggas think it's Call of Duty out here for real. They think this shit Grand Theft Auto, bro. And it's all over, not just New York, bro. This shit is all over, bro. Like Atlanta, Chicago, all the major cities, man. Memphis, Houston, Dallas, Los Angeles. They think they could get it. They think they could get another chance. They think when you die, you get another chance back or something. I don't know, man. But the video games, I definitely think it influenced the psyche and the music. I thought I'd never say this because I never agreed with it back in the day when Pac was going at Dolores Tuckett and all that. Like when they used to come at gangster rap, I never agreed with it. But I agree with the drill rap, like definitely, because you got niggas dying that's not even having beef. So you might be cool. A nigga might die, right? And you might be cool with the opposition. So you want to put the nigga who died in the song. Now nigga smoke you. You died over a song. You died over some dumb shit, like, cause you said you put a nigga in a pack. Like, yeah, the drill rap shit is. I don't like it. I really don't. The music is good, but when they do that shit, I don't like it. You know what I mean? So I'm real honest about that. I think that do.
I mean, one of the things that's spooky is so your statement is so unique because I remember I used to tell people that like most things you can learn most things from music, right? Like even your ABCs, they had the they used to teach you your ABCs by singing it to you, right? And they turned it into a song, and the next thing you know, you learn your ABCs, right? You learn how to count because they sing you 1, 2, like with a certain rhythm, right?
Right.
And because everything in life is a learned behavior, you start to put all of these gimmicks into your rap, and you forget the effect of, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on in someone's psychological.
Right.
Parents aren't teaching their kids that a person may just be playing a role. Like that's not who they really are.
Right. I just want to give you a heads up, bro. The shit just fucking blinked. The phone is dying, but now we here. I don't want you to think it died. I mean, hung up.
Oh nah. So this is what I want you to do, just in case it does die. I want you to give a few shout outs and tell people where they could find you at, how they could get a feature. You know what I'm saying? Like just give them your info just in case.
I'm gonna give them that, and then I'm gonna ask you. I got a question for you. So, yeah, holla at me, Hocus 45th. HOCUS45TH. The same way y'all see it up there. You could Google me, everything. Instagram, Hocus 45th. For y'all artists out there, and that's how you get verified too. You keep things persistent so that you know you can have a catalog of, you know what I mean. So my question is, in the Bible, it talks about the firmament, right? So, are you a globe head or what?
a globe head meaning what? Social studies or what?
No. So the Bible talks about the. So are you a globe head or a flat earther?
I mean, I'm a.
It matters,
I'm
man. I
be
asked
honest.
you, man. Huh?
You said be honest, or you talking to somebody else?
No, be honest. No, I was talking to my cousin. He said it don't matter. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I generally never had anyone ask the question, right? And I never thought about having to answer the question, right?
So you never really went into the topic and really studied and seen the differences or what. So you never really you're not up on this topic like that, basically.
I mean, generally, you might ask me something else that I might be able to answer that answers both questions though. So, here goes what I will say though, right? This is a big world that we live in, right? And generally, because the most of the things that we do learn comes from a white person that only wants us to learn, that give us limited access to what we really are, truly, right? We are truly gods. We are truly the original man. We are truly all of these different things, but they would never allow us the space to do that. That's something that we have to go and search and seek out for ourselves, right?
So as a Christian, you believe that you said we are truly gods?
No, I'm not. I didn't never tell you I was a Christian. I'm a believer. I believe in Jesus. Jesus.
I got you.
If anybody really read the Bible,
understand that we are gods.
We are gods. It says that let us make man in our image. How could God make us in His image and we not be God?
I'm just saying. That's all.
Yo, y'all misinterpret.
Nah, you misinterpret, brother. I'm just saying, brother. We God, nigga. We God. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I'm just saying. Yay, not no yay gods. What that mean? That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what Jesus said. Yay, not yo yay gods.
Jesus is the key. Ain't no matter if no God or not.
He said he believe in Jesus, but he's telling you we all gods. He's just like, you know, we are him. He's us. Yeah, we all one, man.
He's the key.
Anyway, yeah, bro.
Just like he just said when he first saw that it was me. Tell him whenever he want to hold a conversation with me about anything, I don't care what it is. He want to hold a conversation about the Bible, I'm with it. Like, I'm for that.
He said, "I bet."
Cool. My next question to you is: I saw something earlier that hurt my feelings, right? So, I had bought a truck recently, and I go around and I go to BJ's and I play the taxi guy. You know what I'm saying? I take people home with their groceries. I make a little bit of money from that, right? It gives me the space to be my own boss. So now, generally, it was an old lady that I helped, and she had her home health aide with her. And we pulled up, and I said, "Miss, do you have somebody that's gonna help you take your stuff upstairs?" And she's like, "No." We pulled up, and there was a guy sitting in front of the building, and I took the stuff out the car, and the guy got up and walked away from her stuff like it was too hard to help her upstairs. Right now, I remember you a '90s baby. I remember when we had to help Miss Betty from the second floor and all the older people in our neighborhood. Right?
That's a fact.
Does that bother you when you see it that the youth is so misled that they won't help these older people? They'd rather rob them and disrespect them.
Of course, there's a disconnect, man. Like it's like you said, and I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you asked this question right after you said it. They don't realize, they don't know that we all one. They don't know that they God. No clue of who they are. They just know that they're here, and and they think what they see is cool, is these images that they see on Instagram, what the media promote, what Hollywood promote, all the violence, these video games, like you said earlier. So they don't see respect. They wasn't taught it. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us, they took us away. They locked a lot of us up. You know what I mean? And a lot of us left because we didn't want to go back to that. So yeah, it bothers me, man. It bothers me a whole lot. There's a big disconnect, and we did that we helped the old ladies because we had respect. But these little dudes so dumb also because you might need to run to her crib one day. Police chasing you, anybody chasing you, op chasing you. You might need her to advocate for you. She might be a speaker somewhere. You might need a letter from this person. You might just period. You want the neighborhood loving you. They don't even understand that aspect. They just think it's all about them. They super selfish. Obviously, you selfish when you see all these kids getting shot. They don't care. Like the one that went viral when we see Homeboy. Both of them were selfish. Homeboy ran behind the kids, and this nigga kept shooting at him. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, son.
I mean, that was a movie though. People saw that in New Jack City when Nino Brown picked the little girl up, right? Like and them Italians wasn't playing, so they kept shooting. So
but we
it's
all
like
said foul though. We like, yo, that's foul. You know what I'm saying?
But look, check it. I mean, we did say that, but it's one of those situations where in the Bible it says there's nothing new under the sun. The only difference between what we saw then and what we seeing now is that it's worse, right? It's worse because we was like, damn, that's foul, right? And we didn't have cameras to really get the real footage and totality of what was going on in the street. Whereas they got the visuals, they got the cameras, but it's no real extremists willing to put their life on the line to stop it. They'd rather record it to say that they recorded it. You feel me? I went viral because I recorded a cop putting his neck on someone's his knee on someone's neck, but I didn't try to push him off because I was scared to go to prison.
But it's a double-edged sword with that because imagine if he didn't have the footage. You know what I mean? Like imagine if we a whole lot of that fuckery been going on with us in the hood. Like we been getting violated by police. That's not you know what I mean? Police been violating niggas, but now we able to record it and see it. So it's like a double-edged sword when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Because like when you see, if you see somebody hitting on a woman or old lady and you don't do nothing, you just sitting there and record it. Like somebody feel like, damn, it's good you caught the footage, but why you ain't stop it? It's
right.
like you know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's funny. I try hard not to judge. It's I don't know. Bro.
I'm glad that you brought that up, right? Because my next question really, really had to do with this, right? And I'm gonna keep asking you questions. We got about 5 minutes left in the show. Hopefully your phone stay on or whatever. But I'll keep asking you questions until you come up with one for me, right? But how do you feel about domestic violence?
How do I feel about domestic violence? I don't. Man,
man, I like the long pauses. Those are the good ones. Hold on, I'm
because
picking your brain.
like it's not okay for a woman to put her hands on a man and a man to put their hands on a woman either. So but I was told if somebody hit you, hit them back. But it's one thing to
So that's
beat the
double
shit out
jeopardy.
of a woman, and it's one other thing to try to restrain her. Like I was talking to my man earlier, and he was arguing with his wife, and he said, "I gotta go. I can't stay here no more. I packed my bag." He said she smacked herself. He said, "Oh, I really gotta go now." Like because she smacked herself. Now what are you doing smacking yourself? So like domestic violence is funny for me. Like if it's real domestic violence, it's fucked up. But like women are violate and call police and just to get a nigga locked up. I ain't with that. Like real domestic violence, I ain't with neither one. Put like that.
Right.
Like I don't as I feel about it, I don't jack it on both ends. A woman shouldn't be putting her hands on me neither.
Right.
Don't like I wanna say this too. Like women, sometimes y'all don't be basing it in a man's face. Like don't challenge a man. Like I tell my sisters this all like, don't challenge a man like you tough. Like you playing with that man's ego. Like you don't know what a man liable to. You ain't stronger than that man. Stop challenging him on some gangster shit. Like you in his face, ready to fight him and don't do that. You know what I mean? Some of y'all women do that, and that's not what's up. Like, and then y'all want to call the police when a nigga treats you like a nigga because you in my face like a nigga.
Right.
And no, I don't. No, I'm not promoting men putting their hands on women. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is, don't provoke something like that to happen to you. That's it. It's that simple. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying that things do happen, and when you provoke it, you want to play the victim. Oh, he should have put his hands on me anyway. Yeah, you're right. You are 1,000,000% right. You should have been in his fucking face anyway. Like you was about to punch him in his face and screaming all in his face. Like
right.
Yeah.
Sometimes we come from places. We come from places where the CO's jump in our face and we got to defend ourselves, or you know what I'm saying, other local rivals and different things of that nature. So now when you do it, I start looking at you and putting one of their faces on you without the intent, but just with the thought pattern that you doing something that is a repetitive behavior to something that I've been through. You feel me? And they miss that a lot. I got another question for you. So it was a few months ago. I'm not sure how long ago. Shout out to Something for the Culture. You was on Something for the Culture, man, Jazzy J, or whatever. And y'all was holding a conversation about 6ix9ine or whatever. I'm not sure if you remember. But you was driving and you were saying that generally people put themselves in situations like with the 6ix9ine situation where like he was a college kid and people never been in a situation with him. And when he told, people shouldn't have been surprised that he told because y'all never did nothing together to find out if he was that guy.
Yeah,
right?
He wasn't tested. He didn't grow up, and not only baptized, he didn't grow up like that in the hood and anything like that. So
right. So how do you feel like we are supposed to find out? Like we supposed to check a person's resume when it comes to seeing if they about that.
I honestly, I wouldn't even. I advise nobody to get in the streets because at the end of the day, you're gonna get told on. That's part of the game. Freeway Rick Ross said that. In the interview, I heard him say his mistake was that he thought that he didn't understand that snitching was a part of the game. It's a part of it. Like it's literally attached to the streets. It's gonna happen. Like
Right.
1,000,000%. Like it goes along with it. You know what I mean? So if you think otherwise, then I don't know what to tell you. So I don't know. I wouldn't advise anybody to try to test nobody in no way. You just don't know until you know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know until you know. You don't know who's really like that until you get there. You know what I mean? And that's what that's where character is made at. And at the end of the day, man, I ain't advising nobody to try to test anybody because
I generally tell people
you might not make it back on it.
I generally tell people that fake niggas do real nigga shit until they back is against the wall. Then you find out that they was really fake all along. You know what I'm saying? So, a person might not tell for 2 years because they're afraid to get cut or you know what I'm saying, shot or whatever the case might be. But then for 40 years they tell, right? If you're telling any situation, it makes you fake. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the only way to look at that shit. You feel me? But people visualize things from their own perspective oftentimes, and they give their own perspective on it. And in most cases and situations, anyway. I got one last question for you. But I took up enough of your time or whatever. I know you got bigger and better things to do. You working on an album. You working on, you know what I'm saying, the Guns Down Life Up situation. So my question is this, right? When you in Midtown, they have wine and spirit shops, right? And they have banks, right? They don't necessarily have check cashing places, right? And in our communities, in our neighborhoods, in Uptown Harlem and the Bronx, and a lot of areas of Brooklyn, they have a lot of check cashing places, and literally about across the street or down the block, they have liquor stores, right? What do you feel is necessary for us to do to take back our communities and gain the Black Wall Street kind of concept that once was?
Well, you said across the street. I'm gonna try to turn the camera around so y'all can see the check cashing place is next door to the liquor store right here. what do I think we should do? We gotta organize, man. I think it starts heavily with it's a disconnect because, and I hate to touch on this like this, but it has a lot to do with belief systems. We disconnected through belief system, like we didn't even connecting as humans. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even connecting as human beings. You got Nation of Islam over here. You got the Muslims here. You got the Black Panthers. You got the Crips. You got the Bloods. You just got the regular old black family. You always tight with their family. We need to connect as people. Like realize we still the same people. It don't matter what you believe in, my nigga. We still here together with everybody. Like we share this planet with everybody, with the Asians, with the everybody. We share this planet. But you talking about black people starting Black Wall Street. We just need to realize that we here together. It starts there, and realizing who we are.
Right.
I think it starts there before anything,
one thing I appreciate about you just from this, right? We haven't really spoken much. Like your brother is my bro, and me and him speak often. In most cases, I speak to him I be meaning to just come for 5 minutes and end up staying and chopping it up with him for an hour because the conversation gets like that, right? But the one thing I respect and I like about you just during this interview is that you hold no punches, right? Oftentimes, a person that is on the come up and they about to reach a certain level of fame, they hold punches, right? They hold punches, and there's certain things because they want to be politically correct. They won't say certain things, right? And you like, man, forget it. I'm just gonna say it, right? Like, not that it's your place to say it, but in most cases, it needs to be said. You feel me? And I like that. Like, I like it because it's genuine or whatever. You're not looking to gain anything from it, but you're looking to inform people about it or whatever. And that's necessary generally because it helps bridge the gap.
Right, bro. I don't know how to be politically correct. I don't know. All I know how to be is me. Feel me?
Well, listen, man. That's our time, man. Shout out to you, man. Hocus 45th. I appreciate you for two things. One, for coming on the show. Two, for keeping your word and coming on the show, right? Like, and like I hope that we can work together. Music. I'm all for the cause and not be cause, but I'm for the cause. I'm willing to march with you, walk with you, chop it up with you. You know what I'm saying? I know that you've been posting in your story something about a badge or something like that, something that you got, that a person could cop to support for $1. What is that, like a shield or something? 4/5 shield?
I gotta see it again. I don't remember.
Oh, it says something like somebody could buy something from you for like $1.95. I actually put in my Cash App information or whatever to get it or whatever. But if y'all want to support my man for Hocus 45th, man, y'all hit the YouTube, cop the album, streaming on all platforms. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's on his activist stuff, man. Like, we got to get back to the people, man. And shout out to my man Pierre McFlair, another up and coming artist. Shout out to the Bronx, the whole Bronx. Look forward to the movement. Say it one more time, because I don't know if I was saying it right. Is life up, guns down, or guns up? I mean, guns down, life up.
Guns down, life up. It's fact.
Shout out to the movement, man. Guns down, life up, man. Like, shout out to Webstar, and shout out to you once again, man. Appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro. Thanks, bro.
All right.
What's that shit Mike's be saying? I rap my ass off. I just ain't trying to show y'all niggas. Trying to let y'all niggas live. Team 45th. Ty Skrilla, Q Banker. I've been trying not to show y'all I'm better. For years I've been slept on, I admit I made the bed up. But wakey, skills of the 90s from this 80s baby. Y'all ain't fucking with me. Those who think they can may be crazy, I'm the psych ward. Life's a bitch, you grab me by the balls. So now I'm busting through the scene, y'all. Sorry to intervene, y'all, but it's my time to ball. And I'm coming with the team, y'all. 4/5, nah, we ain't reloading. This the kill shot, we so focused. So fuck y'all little slick talk, that shit don't affect me. It's like throwing a rock in the ocean. Catch the wave while you can. And nowadays I'm trying to start my own clothing, Dapper Dan. But a Bronx native, I'm trying to win and tell my moms I made it. Yeah, mama, I made it. So leave everything there, we buying everything new. Being broke real dumb. But she did raise the realest. And he got a click just like him, they can't deal with us.
But they will.
I've been trying to make amends with my exes, but they still mad. They still fuck you in no Texas. Or NY to Texas, we mom tied. Fuck with us, we get your mom tied. I hope you get the message before you naked and they embalming you. And your chest is all open, looking like what a bomb can do. Castle Hill, oh, we honorable and legendary. The proof in them articles. What up, Hope?
Rest in peace, my nigga DMX. Pussy disrespect, we leave him bloody like some PMS. Welcome home, shy money, nigga, he on deck. S1 send his love, they bout to free him next. BMO gave 25 years back, that's major. Nell and JC home, it's a celebration. They telling me it's my time and I've been hella patient. Times was rough like a bitch legs who never shave it. Skrill say, ho, go get this bread, don't let the guac change you. I'm in a whole nother lane, I'm about to buy acres. He selling bricks, he doing better, that's what he thought. Nigga, I'm getting drug money off of CMOS. Already made 6 figures off health products, but my passion is helping people with health problems. Hope let it go, they can tell you about them. Still clap a nigga and get low like some bell bottoms. Yeah, I calm down, but I could get violent. That sex, money, murder, yeah, I live by it. Gotta focus on the flow, make sure the balls is tight. Can't be responding to these bozos like Charleston White. Cause all that's gonna happen, he gonna be chalked in white. And I'ma be doing life. Nah, you see I'm mob tied in Texas. Send the homies the message at night. And they'll be dead before breakfast, I'ma do it right. Yeah, no respect for the kosher vultures. Find me on his block, posted sober. Put the 40 to his face, thought it was funny, now the joke's over. Man, I just told you I'm mob tied, no Costa Nostra. Can't win no war with no broke soldiers. That's why everybody eat. Now they got me back in the booth. I know X is proud of me. Watching from above, send my love to Pac and Prodigy. I'm from the Bronx, Castle Hill to be exact though. Moved to Atlanta, feels good to be back home. Important to the streets, they look to me, I'm they backbone. Cause I'm a real G and what I speak is all facts though. We looked up the niggas like X in the projects. You know DMX, Xavier, no little Nas's. It's a lot of those hiding, we about to open the closet. X and Hope don't ever stop and I told him I promise. I got you. I'm trying, big bro. But I'ma do it though. DMX forever. BX the Yonkers. I appreciate you. Yeah. One love.